Alright guys, I'm back again. So this is just going to be a real quick overview on the LBT Daypack 14 liter, model number LBT-8005. If my channel description was a little bit deceiving, my goal for this channel is just to give overviews on products that I have yet to find a review on that I'm personally curious about, and maybe the manufacturer doesn't give the most detailed information on it. Especially packs and other tactical gear that, depending on the pictures that they post on the website, really leaves a lot to be desired. So looking at this thing, LBT's got it listed right now for $130. I've seen two 100-piece mass gray runs sell out almost overnight, and I still haven't found a review on this thing. So Memorial Day sale, I went ahead and picked it up. Basically with the chance, the goal of just seeing what it's all about, and possibly providing a little bit of information for anybody else who's curious in it, because it's an interesting looking pack. I think it could potentially serve some people some pretty unique roles, but we'll find that out as we go. So the dimensions that LBT lists are an overall size of 18.5 high, 10 wide, and 4.75 deep, with a weight of 1.25 pounds. The weight on this thing is actually pretty impressive when you pick it up. I'm glad LBT has started making some 500 denier products and using some newer modern materials. It really shows, and a 1 pound pack this size isn't awful. Alright, so I'm going to work in some pictures as we go here, try to cut down the time a little bit. I tested out a 152, a Harris 152, and a Motorola XTS 5000. I'm big on radios and what they can fit in, so that's why. They both fit in the side pockets just fine. The Harris sat a little high, so if you were actually going to use it for that role, I'd want to come up with some sort of retention to put on that, possibly just tying a toggle or looping this around one of the knobs on it. That might be enough. Tying it to the pack somehow. Alright, there's no side compression straps to loop on it, which helps keep the pack clean, but you do lose a little bit of the flexibility there. You can't really go any longer than a 152 without risking it coming out. The side port on the 152 is completely exposed, which in my mind is a good thing because it's ready and available to be used. Same thing with the XTS 5000. There was actually plenty of room for that, even with the side connector being used inside the pocket. Alright, some other things that I've tried here. We've got two 30-round PMags. They fit fine, and then since this is probably going to be used for more of a day pack type thing with hiking and whatnot, I tested out the Thermacell again. Thermacell fits great with the output exposed, so you're getting the full value of it. Alright, inside, just to fill this out a little bit for the camera, I've got a full set of BDUs and then 2 extra combat tops, and there's still plenty of room to spare. So it's not a small pack by any means. It's kind of deceiving what you can fit in here. Alright, real quick, something else to hit on what the outside pockets will hold. So this is a 25 round 308 PMag. It fits great, so if you wanted to use this for some sort of hunting pack, that might be an option. I doubt it, because you're not going to pack out a whole lot of meat in this thing. But the PMag fits fine. If you drop down to a 20 round, you can basically completely seal it in there. So that's another option. I also checked some water bottles. The pictures will be at the end of the video on those, but it'll hold one of the cylinder-shaped hydro flasks, not the full 32 ounce, but the 20 ounce really well. It'll also fit a 32 ounce Camelback bottle with no problems at all. Alright, so moving on to these front face pockets here. They're both flat pockets. They don't have any kind of bellow to them. This also isn't stretch material on either pocket, nor is it lined with stretch material to kind of soak up some of the internal volume there. But this bottom pocket, I found a couple of things of interest that'll fit in there. So the first thing being a Roland Special. That'll fit in there pretty well. It's not the most happy about it if you try to do grip down, but grip up works fine. And then a iPad mini in a Mophie space pack. If you rock it in there, it'll fit, and then it's got some room to spare for some earbuds on top of that and whatnot. The top pocket, the iPad won't fit, but it'll fit a pretty hefty external power source with plenty of room to spare. I've also got some more of a day use type first aid kit that I package in some Ziploc bags. It'll fit in there really well because it stays fairly flat. You can also fit some tourniquets in here. You could fit a legit IFAK in there if you want, as long as it's not in some sort of big bulky pouch. My apologies if this winds up being a little choppy. I'm kind of experimenting as I go, and I'm not trying to waste anybody's time as I fit this stuff in here. 3 30-round PMags will also fit in here side by side, and if you've got anything of any volume on the inside, they'll all stay nice and flat for you, and they're pretty easy to extract from the pocket. You could also take 1 or 2 and lay them flat, but that's starting to push the depth of that top pocket to the limit. Alright, so this pack isn't a true clamshell. You can see the main compartment stops about halfway down, but depending on what you have in this top or bottom pocket, it does fold nice and flat for you. So if you didn't overload that top pocket, you've got pretty good access to what's inside here. So pulling this stuff out, there's really no organization at all on the inside other than this back hydration pocket, or sleeve pocket I should say. You could fit a small laptop in there. You're not going to fit any of your bigger gaming laptops by any stretch, but a Surface will fit in there. It is pretty tight. LBT offers... Alright, so LBT offers a soft armor option for this pack. I didn't opt for that because I see no reason why I'm ever going to throw armor in my backpack. However, I did try a sappy plate in here just to see what that would look like. It rode really low. I'll have a picture of that at the end of the video. I would not recommend trying that. You'll never get the pack to ride high enough where that hard plate would be where you need it to be. I don't know if the soft armor completely fills the back panel of the pack or not, but it's going to have to go in this pocket, which is going to eat up some space in there. And unless it's pretty rigid or has some sort of plate frame built into it, I would imagine it's going to start curling down from the top, since this pocket only goes a little bit higher than halfway up on the pack. Overall, pretty nice pack. The straps are pretty well done for a pack this small. There's plenty of routing options here. You've got this top loop. It is not stretchy. It's just regular Pals webbing, but a little bit thinner, I think 3/4 inch. You've got a D-ring down here. You've got a functional sternum strap with the repair buckles, so if you have some goofy torso like me, you can move it up higher or lower, and you're not fixed to just this small chunk here. The straps have built-in retainers, which is a pretty nice feature. All in all, pretty good deal for, I think I paid $100 for it, maybe even a little bit less than that. I don't know if I'd go the full $130 unless you got the exact colorway you wanted. I did not, but I figured I'd take a chance on it for the price I got it for. If you got any questions, please put them in the comments. If you've got anything else you'd like me to check out or bite the bullet on for you, again, drop that in the comments. I'm happy to take a chance on some products if it helps people learn more about them. Thanks, guys.